For years I've been wearing WWE merchandise, and now I can proudly say that you can too by going on to WWEshop.com and check out your favorite WWE superstars, t-shirts, championships, or any version of merchandise you can check on WWEshop.com. The link is in the description and the comment section below. As we're off the heels of the Royal Rumble, now heading towards the Elimination Chamber. Welcome everyone live to Monday Night Raw, where tonight our main event, Seth Rollins and Nathan Fraser will take on LWO's Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde later on tonight. Also, will we hear from the World Heavyweight Champion after retaining his title against Sami Zayn in the main event of the Royal Rumble. Gunther will call out McIntyre if he appears here tonight. And also, the hardcore champion Bron Breakker will go one-on-one against a new Raw superstar traded from SmackDown. Who will it be? We'll find out later on, all on Raw tonight. And we kicked the night off with the Women's World Champion, who retained the championship against Trish Stratus at the Royal Rumble, Bayley. For the past many months, Bayley has been able to retain and defend her championship on a monthly basis, but yet never lost the championship ever since winning it. This is her first Women's World Championship reign. Won the title from Bianca Belair on the Raw after ECW one night, or the Raw before ECW's one night stand. The Raw after ECW's one night stand, she defended it against Bianca in a steel cage match. And now tonight, Bayley looking to address the WWE Universe regarding where she goes from here with her championship title reign.
Well, would you look at that, you idiots?
Well, that's nice.
I am still your Women's World Champion, and I'm going to headline WrestleMania. You tried it, Trish. You tried your very best at the Rumble, but your best isn't good enough against me.
Hard to say against the Hall of Famer.
Now and forever will be your world champion. And now we got to look forward to the Elimination Chamber.
Oh, wait a minute. Speaking of the Royal Rumble, here comes the Women's Royal Rumble winner. All hail the Queen. Charlotte Flair was able to win the Royal Rumble match, and now will headline WrestleMania with a title shot in hand. The only question is, against who? She has that option. Can Charlotte Flair make her decision here tonight? Is that why she's here? Charlotte Flair is a SmackDown superstar. She's locked in to be a SmackDown superstar. But because of the Royal Rumble allowing the superstar to choose a champion of their choice, that means Charlotte Flair could be a SmackDown superstar, but also be the Raw Women's World Champion.
Guess who won the Royal Rumble, Bayley? And guess who's also guaranteed a spot at a main event at WrestleMania? It may not be you, but it is your queen, Charlotte Flair.
That is true.
Well, look what came crawling back to Raw. If I remember, Charlotte, you decided to get traded to SmackDown. And it's official, you're locked in as a SmackDown star. So why bother taking a crack at my championship when you have bad luck at winning the Women's World Championship?
That is true. Charlotte's not won the world title
you see,
in the last 2 years.
I'm on the top of the world right now. I'm untouchable, and not one bitch in any WWE locker room can beat me. You included. Don't think that because that for one weekend, the universe aligned with you winning the Rumble, that you have what it takes to take away my hard work?
Let me set one thing straight, Bayley. I can beat you. I have before. And honestly, if you keep pushing me, maybe I will take that belt from you. But in the meantime, with what you said, I'd watch my own ass from that locker room. I'll be watching you and Rhea Ripley very closely until the chamber, and I will make my decision then.
We have until the Elimination Chamber, less than 2 weeks from tonight. Charlotte Flair might make her decision then. Will Bayley still be the champion by then? Or will Rhea Ripley still be the champion by then? Who knows? Either way, the Queen is watching. Charlotte Flair letting it be known here live on Raw.
It's your United States Champion main event. Jey Uso here. And I want to let the world know that I will be defending my United States Championship in a one-on-one match at the Elimination Chamber PLE.
Oh my.
I'm on a hot streak in singles action, and soon I'm going to level up to that World Heavyweight Championship.
Uh-oh. LA Knight?
Whoa, hold on there. Let me talk to you. Jey, you're pushing your luck, pal. In fact, since you just announced that you'll defend that at the Chamber, how about you and me go one-on-one for the U.S. Gold?
I would accept your challenge, man, but you haven't been winning as of late. So how about this, next week on Raw? Beat somebody, pin them or submit them in the ring, and you'll get your title shot.
You know, I recognize that things haven't gone my way, but next week I'll prove to the world why I'm the guy that beat your cousin that you called the final boss at WrestleMania. Not only that, I'm going to walk into the Elimination Chamber, drop you on your UC head, and walk out U.S. champ.
I've been watching you, Knight. You haven't been walking the walk as you talk the talk. Maybe next week you finally can back it up.
Jey Uso and LA Knight discussing a potential U.S. title match. All LA Knight has to do is get a victory. He has been struggling in the last couple of months. He has been losing high-profile matches. Let's see what he can come up with. If he can get that U.S. title match against Jey Uso at the Elimination Chamber after Jey threw out a challenge for the U.S. title. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we got a triple threat tornado tables match. 3 teams, where the winning team will take on Damage Control at the Elimination Chamber for the Women's World Tag Team titles. We got the Unholy Alliance in the ring.
Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
And now the interesting duo of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green making their way down the aisle. They've been chasing after Tag Team Gold in the last year, and now Chelsea Green and Piper Niven are going to go ahead and maybe earn themselves the opportunity finally at the championship. Damage Control has had a vice grip on the Women's World Tag Gold since summer of last year. Every tag team that has stepped up their way, Damage Control has been able to retain the championship at every turn. The only time they've lost is non-title matches. That's how powerful is Damage Control. And Asuka and Io Sky in Damage Control is what I'm referring to. And here comes Liv Morgan.
From Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
So this is an interesting development here. Liv Morgan, not really known as a tag team competitor, so she's in this match looking for an opportunity here on Raw. But who is Liv Morgan teaming up with in this triple threat tornado tag tables match? The winning team, all you gotta do is put your opponent through the table. The winning team will face Damage Control at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event in 2 weeks from tonight. 2 weeks in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Oh my! Wait, I thought she's on SmackDown! Looks like we got another trade! Raquel Rodriguez on the red brand. Big Mommy Cool in the house.
Grand Valley, Texas, Raquel Rodriguez.
Interesting development here. Liv Morgan was able to recruit Raquel Rodriguez to be her tag partner. I mean, the history between those two, I mean, they've had numerous battles for the Women's World Championship over on SmackDown about a season ago in 2K23. And now, tonight, they're going to take a crack at the tag goal, at the tag division, if they can get a win in this tables match. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven taking on the unholy alliance of Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, taking on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Here we go. Big opportunity for the tag division as Raquel able to showcase her strength in the early going and right out the gate going after a table on the outside. Alba Fire takes care of Liv Morgan. Isla Dawn going to go after Raquel. Here we go, the first match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. As Liv Morgan trying to set up the table. And then, able to shove away. Alba Fire did Piper Niven there. The strength of Niven obviously the sides coming into play. And Raquel Rodriguez with a power slam. Last time we saw Raquel Rodriguez, she took a crack at Jade Cargill for the women's television title on SmackDown. After that, we haven't seen her much. And now, got traded over to Raw, aligned with Liv Morgan. I guess they're able to put the differences aside or able to make amends behind the scenes in order to come together here tonight. That's the one thing about the WWE superstars. You never know what they do when the cameras are off. Alba Fire trying to take it towards Piper Niven. Now two tables are in the ring. Alba Fire taken down. Raquel trying to use the table as a weapon. Piper able to block. But look at Chelsea Green! Side Russian leg sweep onto Isla Dawn to the table, the back end of the table. With legs up. And look at Raquel Rodriguez! Big Mommy Cool with the alley-oop on the Piper Niven. Now Isla Dawn getting worked on by Liv Morgan momentarily. Now Alba Fire trying to take a crack at Liv, but Liv able to take her down. Piper Niven from behind. Niven now got her. Was thinking about running after, but she saw Chelsea. Was worried about Chelsea Green momentarily, which cost her. And now Liv trying to go for a drop kick, but Chelsea got back in the ring. Piper's still on the top rope here. Green able to take care of Isla Dawn momentarily. Isla Dawn fighting back in the double axe handle by Piper Niven. I believe she grazed Liv Morgan momentarily. Kick in the midsection, Liv Morgan. Thought about going onto the ropes, but almost like she sensed that Isla Dawn was going to counter. She's able to stop herself. Now on the outside with Isla Dawn and Chelsea Green. Oh, the table knocked down. Chelsea Green potentially got saved there. Raquel had the scoop slam after the table got knocked down. That could have been the future of Chelsea Green. Wait a minute. Look at Piper got Alba. Isla Dawn working on Liv. Look at Chelsea Green in trouble. Power slam by Raquel. Raquel and Liv are the #1 contenders.
Here are your winners. The team of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez.
Morgan and Raquel were able to secure a tag team title shot at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event against Damage Control. Able to win the tag team match here tonight. Able to win this tag team table 3-way matchup. Able to survive, and then now will face Damage Control. Asuka, Io Sky will meet Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez at Elimination Chamber in Montreal less than 2 weeks from tonight. Our next stop on the road to WrestleMania will be the Elimination Chamber, a dual-branded premium live event featuring both Raw and SmackDown brands, where superstars will do battle inside the Elimination Chamber, where the winner will go on to WrestleMania with a title shot in hand. Who will survive this year's Elimination Chamber? Find out next month. For years I've been wearing WWE merchandise, and now I can proudly say that you can too by going on to WWEshop.com and check out your favorite WWE superstars, t-shirts, championships, or any version of merchandise you can check on WWEshop.com. The link is in the description and the comment section below.
Hello everyone, it's Molly here. I'm excited and honored to share you the participants for this year's Elimination Chamber matches. There will be 2 chamber matches, one for the men and one for the women. Both brands' managers of Raw and SmackDown have agreed that depending on Charlotte's decision, we will have a #1 contender for the other brand's championship. Yes, that means a Raw or SmackDown superstar can challenge for the other brand's champion only for WrestleMania. And if, for example, a Raw superstar wins SmackDown's WWE's championship at WrestleMania, then the Raw superstar will have to work both shows until he's no longer champion of the opposite brand, and vice versa for the women's division. With the draft not taking place this year, only trades will happen every couple of months within the year, which means we will not see a WWE 2K draft until 2K26. Now, for the Women's Elimination Chamber match. I have picked the best that Raw has to offer, and I want a great match for WrestleMania. First, the runner-up of this year's Royal Rumble match, Nia Jax. Next, now, despite these 2 superstars are already competing in a tag team match, but I also believe that they've earned this opportunity after being successful in the last couple of months. Second participant is Liv Morgan. Next is one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champion, Asuka. Next is a former Women's Champion, Tag Champion, and NXT Women's Champion. It's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton is in the chamber. Next, I want to give this next one a break. Had a hell of a Season 9 and a rocky Season 10, but I will not ignore that she won the chamber last season. So, Gigi Dolan is in the chamber. And the final participant that will be in the chamber is another superstar that I believe has worked hard with her performances as of late. She's the Queen of Hearts, Natalya. Again, I want to re-azure things. This chamber match is about opportunity. Some of the combatants in this match may not have been on a hot streak, but this match is designed to help start that. So I wish the women superstars in the chamber good luck.
All 6 competitors have been named for the Raw Women's Elimination Chamber match for the Premium Live event less than 2 weeks from tonight, where the winner will get a Women's World title shot at WrestleMania or the WWE Women's Championship match if Charlotte Flair chooses Bayley for WrestleMania. A lot on the line come Elimination Chamber, but right now, set for one-on-one action. Here comes Damage Control's Dakota Kai.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, representing Damage Control from Auckland, New Zealand, Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai making her way down the aisle, former WWE Women's Champion. Now they're going to go ahead and get back into one-on-one action. See if she can rise up in the rankings. Maybe elevate herself, elevate her status as a part of Damage Control. We already have Bayley as the Women's World Champion, Kairi Sane, the Women's United States Champion, and Asuka, the Women's World Tag Team Champion.
And from Columbus, Ohio, Alexa Bliss.
Here comes Alexa Bliss taking on Dakota Kai one-on-one here tonight. 2 former champions are going to go at it one-on-one. Both women are going to try to get back into the singles division, try to get back into it, try to get a win, try to get back into the winner's circle, if you will. as we're all on the road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania approaching us. We don't know who will end up where other than the Royal Rumble winners in Charlotte Flair and Drew McIntyre, with the Elimination Chamber looming less than 2 weeks from tonight. Alexa Bliss was in the tag team division over the last couple of years, but now looking to try to step back into the singles game. One-on-one against Dakota Kai. Big right there by Kai. And now Alexa, taken down by Dakota Kai with the Scorpion Death Drop DDT. Oof. Alexa trying to get back in it, but now Dakota got her up here. Fireman's carry, and it, head kick takes her down. Like a variation of a detonation kick. But Dakota Kai now in control. Got her foot around the jaw of Bliss. Two former champions from SmackDown here on Raw. Trying to rise up in the rankings here. Dakota Kai. I'm sure she'll try to rise up in the rankings as far as her status in the women's division in the pecking order. Making sure that if anyone wants to get through Bayley, you'll have to get through Dakota Kai or other members of Damage Control. I mean, Damage Control's had the vice grip on the women's championship scene for the last couple of months here. Started with Bayley, then it led to Asuka and Io Sky, and then Kairi Sane when she returned. Alexa Bliss tried to weather the storm with those WWEs moments ago. Now up top. Crowd on their feet watching on crossbody, but did not land because Dakota Kai caught her and into a scoop slam. Ooh. As we are live in Providence, Rhode Island. Over 13,000 in the arena tonight. As Alexa Bliss going to work on Dakota Kai in this match. Trying to wear down her opponent, but Kai able to turn that around quickly. Again, Dakota Kai just in control. Had her foot on the jaw of Bliss, but Bliss grabbing the arm and slammed it onto the canvas. Wicked right chop in a paintbrush and a drop kick. Series of strikes there by Bliss. Trying to go for a lariat, but Dakota caught her. Irish flip off the ropes into a Thesz press. God bless Luke Thesz. Look at that, just wrenching the arm of Bliss there, Dakota. But Bliss caught her with a kick. One-on-one singles action here on Monday Night Raw. Make sure you want to check out WWE Shop.com as Bliss plants Dakota down. Is it enough? And a kick at one. So you want to get all of your favorite WWE Superstars merchandise, whether live in the attendance or on WWEshop.com. We got deals there every week. As Bliss, Dakota tried to hold her off. Bliss almost showed compassion there. Dakota tried to take advantage, but the elbows. And now Alexa trying to reestablish that mean streak that she once had before. Able to slam down Dakota. But now, we're going to work on the arm once more. Now what's Bliss thinking here? Up top, High Rank District. Went for the wrist, but no reward. Trying to go for the twisted Bliss, but Dakota Kai got out of dodge, got her in the corner, coming around the mountain, setting her up, but Bliss able to roll out the way. Trying to go for Larry, but somehow Dakota got out of dodge as well. Kick to the skull by Dakota. Team kick, but not enough to keep Bliss down for even a 2. And now Bliss with a kick of her own. Trying to set up Dakota Kai here. But now Dakota trying to get up to her feet. Bliss delivering strikes, but it's Dakota with the kick. Got the arm. And now, oh! Oh, man. Reminded me of 9 from Def Jam. Oh! Dakota Kai got her in the corner. Wrenching on that left arm. Dakota now again in the driver's seat in this affair. Oh! Kick to the midsection to Bliss now. Kick to the gut, able to get out the corner. And now kick. Cold Bliss! And now Alexa maybe thinking those double knees once more. We saw her deliver it earlier in the match. But Dakota Kai doing her best to hold her own here. Kick to the midsection. Bliss, full head of steam, off the rope to the drop kick. And now Dragon, the former women's Speaking of champions, the women's world champion, Bayley's music is playing. But we saw her at the beginning of the show. Now Dakota trying to take advantage. Momentary distraction. But Alexa Bliss withstands it all. A distraction played by Damage Control. Something that paid dividends for Bayley when she won the Women's World title. Did not pay dividends against Alexa Bliss. DDT! Is it enough? No! The Bliss DT not enough to get the job done. And now Alexa off the top of Dakota Kai. Was able to dodge a bullet and now going for the detonation kick. And now Alexa Bliss might be on the prowl here. Dakota. She went for that drop kick, but Alexa countered. And Alexa with a wicked forearm. And now Alexa Bliss, double knees. And again, vintage Bliss with the double knees. Onto Dakota Kai. Is it enough? Hook of the leg. Bliss got her. A hard-fought battle. But in the end, Little Miss Bliss comes out on top.
Here is your winner, Alexa Bliss.
No doubt the Bliss DT came into effect against Dakota Kai, and then Bliss planted the knees onto the abdomen, enough to put Dakota away. Bliss gets the win here tonight.
With the Elimination Chamber coming up and with myself in it, my attention went from Kyrie to directly to you, Bayley. I've heard what you had to say earlier, and honestly, with all of that cockiness you got going on, I hope you continue to be that way, because eventually it will be your downfall. South, I'm gonna walk into the Elimination Chamber, just like I did last year, and walk out with a title shot in my grasp.
Oh, what the? Gigi Dolan talking about the chamber, but Kyrie Sane maybe taking an exception that Gigi looking past Kyrie and the Women's US title. Oh my God. Weird development there, but still to come tonight. Our main event, Seth Rollins and Nathan Fraser taking on LWO's Cruz Del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. And also, will we hear Gunther call out Drew McIntyre? Will the World Heavyweight Champion even appear after getting embarrassed and assaulted by the Royal Rumble winner in Drew McIntyre at the Rumble? We'll find out later on tonight. But coming up next, we're going to see who will face Bron Breakker, the Hardcore Champion, in normal one-on-one action, as Bron Breakker will take on a new SmackDown traded star over to Raw. Oh, wait a minute! It's Big E! Is he alone? Only time will tell.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the New Day from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds, Big E!
Here comes Big E, who was on SmackDown a few months ago, but I guess there was a trade window between Raw and SmackDown during the Rumble weekend, and Big E, maybe the New Day, was able to shoot their shot at Shawn Michaels coming over to Raw. But now Big E must take on a dog-faced gremlin, a hardcore specimen in Bron Breakker.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, the WWE Hardcore Champion, Bron Breakker.
We haven't seen Bron Breakker since he defended the Hardcore title against Drew McIntyre at Hardcore TV, an ECW event that we held last month in January. Then we saw Bron Breakker appeared at the Rumble, but now we're seeing him first time in one-on-one action since that night. Bron Breakker has been reigning as the Hardcore Champion for the last 3 months, and honestly, he has been a stellar champion, to say the least. Everyone that stepped up his way, Breakker has been able to compromise each threat. The question is Big E next on the chopping block, or will Big E be the difference maker against the unpredictable badass in Bron Breakker? And right up the gate, stunner line there by Breakker to take down Big E. We got two former football players one-on-one here on Monday Night Raw. No doubt you're going to see very explosive moves between Big E and Breakker. Similar backgrounds, no doubt. Similar moves, similar movements. Went on the field and went in the ring. From Bron Breakker right now. In control, slamming the head of Big E onto the mat. Now going up top. Breakker going to take a high risk with the elbow and planted it onto the heart of Big E. Big E able to counter the right there. Got him up on his shoulders and launched Breakker onto the top rope. And now Big E try to go to work on the Hardcore Champ, but Breakker turned that around quickly. So far, we've seen Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez making a shocking appearance here on Raw, being traded from SmackDown over to the Red Brand, able to win the Triple Threat Tornado Tag Tables match, where the winning team will face Damage Control for the Women's World Tag titles. We saw Alexa Bliss went one-on-one with Dakota Kai from Damage Control. Bayley tried to pay dividends, but luckily Alexa Bliss able to come on top against Dakota. As Bron Breakker going to try to do the same with the shoulder and the go to Big E, and then the belly-to-belly suplex goes for the cover, form in the face with a kick at 2 by Big E. That's Breakker. They can try to showcase his strength onto a man like E. Irish whips and off the ropes, and then that Frankensteiner by Breakker. Is it enough? Hook of the leg. Oh, kick at 1. Breakker's getting there. He's trying to break down Big E as much as he can. Got a lot to do to take down a man who's the second ever NXT champion in WWE history. The first black man to ever do so in Big E. A former Intercontinental champion in Big E. Tag team champion in Big E. Now going at it against Bron Breakker, trying to go for the Frankensteiner, and he tipped him for the powerbomb. And now Big E trying to manhandle Breakker like Breakker's been doing in the match. Breakker able to counter. Inverted DDT. Oh, but E up to his feet. Breakker going up. E trying to get him down, but Breakker's still up. And Breakker knocks him down with the double axe handle. Big E trying to get away, but too late there. And now Bron Breakker got him trapped here. Oh, clubbing blow. Hammer-like forearms onto the back of the skull of Big E. And E with a double leg takedown. Oof. Bron Breakker trying to regroup, but Big E on the attack here. Oh. Nice. Oh. Elbow by E. And again, directly onto the chest of Breakker. Kick to the midsection. Oh, forehead of steam. Big E with a knee lift. And I'm just working on the head and neck of Bron Breakker. Ooh. Big head kick there by Breakker. He got up to his feet. Big E tried to grab him. But now Breakker got him in position. Thinking vertical. But it's E that turns it around. And now it's E with a German suplex. And now, oh, the hardcore champion is reeling. Big E in control. Just launched Breakker with ease there. And now Breakker sends him off the ropes. Shoulder tackle. And Breakker with a shoulder tackle. Knocking E down. And then Big E caught him with the kitchen sink knee lift. Oh, wicked punches right to the face of the hardcore champion. And now Big E from the New Day going up top. Look at that fly, drops the elbow. Go macho like Randy, able to plant the elbow. Went for the lariat, but look at Breakker plants him. He countered the clothesline, picked him up with ease and planted him, and he does it again here. Scoop him up, deadlift plants him. Breakker, like I said, hardcore specimen. Oh, E plants him head first under the buckle. Breakker now, some off the ropes, busted open on the right eye. Pounce by E. Is it enough to pin the hardcore champ on the shoulder toe? Oh, the straps are down. Big E's going to go all out here. Maybe he's thinking big ending. But Breakker trying to regroup. But E able to counter. Breakker with the right. And another right. The strike to Breakker to get E on the shoulders at this stage of the match cannot be unprecedented. Both men are busted open. Breakker goes for the cover. Is it enough to pin Big E? And Big E got the shoulder up at one. Hardcore champion's at his wits here. What can he do? What can Iron Man do here? Recliner! E! Able to get up the recliner! Got the elbow on the open wound of Breakker and escaped out of the hold. And now Big E plants him face first. And again doing damage to the open wound of Breakker. Oh, Big E spear! With a spear onto the hardcore champion. Not enough and two. now Big E drops the elbow onto the floor on the Bron Breakker. My Lord. The title was not even on the line. That's how competitive these two are. This is just a normal one-on-one match. It really shows how much a win can go a long way, especially on the road to WrestleMania. Bron Breakker, Big E, one-on-one, both men with straps down. Breakker, standing moonsault. E may be in trouble. Bear hug submission. But it's E that rings the bells of Bron Breakker, the shoulder tackle. What will it take? As Bron Breakker, look at this deadlift, power bomb by Breakker. And the hardcore champion does it again! But Big E turns it around. But Breakker up to his feet. Steiner line. Steiner line. And now Breakker working on the arms of Big E. Stomping on the leg. Breakker's trying to break down Big E as much as he can. Now just attacking the body parts. But Breakker going up. High risk. High reward. Elbow drop by the champion. Oh my God, at 2. And Breakker's livid. He can't believe it. He can't believe that Big E's still alive in this match. Drives the knee. Oh, kicked him in the back. Big E got up to his feet. Ground inside headlock. Ground inside headlock here by Big E. And Breakker, I think he rolled him up out of the hold there. Both men are beaten, battered, bruised, bloodied. You name it. But neither man looking to relent, looking to give up here. Breakker with a shoulder tackle once more. Trying to assert his dominance against Big E. 2 count. Shoulder for 2. My God. Just a casual one-on-one match between Big E and Breakker. No love lost, no blood feud, nothing. Oh my God, he caught him into a power slam. And Breakker caught him with a spear. Breakker ate the power slam and nailed him with a spear. Got the recliner. Big E taps, but it doesn't do anything on the outside. It don't mean jack on the outside. Breakker sends it back in the ring. Big E's been beaten. He tapped down the outside. He got hit with a spear. And the elbow drop for good measure. Breakker in the cover. And somehow, Big E, the power of positivity is stronger than we thought. But how much more is left in the tank? Breakker gonna test it. Recliner locked in. Big E taps. The hardcore champion, Bron Breakker, stands tall.
Here is your winner, Bron Breakker.
Hell of a way for Big E to make his return to Monday Night Raw via the trade against Big Bron Breakker here tonight in an on-title hardcore bout. Oh my, well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next in our tag team main event, Rollins and Fraser against LWO. Our next stop on the road to WrestleMania will be the Elimination Chamber, a dual-branded premium live event featuring both Raw and SmackDown brands, where superstars will do battle inside the Elimination Chamber, where the winner will go on to WrestleMania with a title shot in hand. Who will survive this year's Elimination Chamber? Find out next month. Elimination Chamber coming up, and speaking of the Elimination Chamber, LA Knight looking to have a must-win matchup next week. If he can win, he will get a U.S. title match against Jey Uso at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. Also, what is the status of the American Nightmare? He did not win the Royal Rumble. He will not be a part of the Elimination Chamber. What will Cody Rhodes have to address when he talks to the fans next week on Raw? Also, of the attack that happened earlier tonight from Kairi Sane, it will be Kairi defending the Women's US title against Gigi Dolan only a week before the Elimination Chamber, where Dolan will be in the Chamber match. Io Sky, one half of the Women's World Tag Team Champions, will go one-on-one with Raquel Rodriguez, as these two are going to do battle before they meet for the Women's World Tag Gold at Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. And one-on-one, as these two will be a part of the Elimination Chamber match, Natalya and Nia Jax will meet one-on-one. Who will gain momentum ahead of the Chamber, as these two will go one-on-one for the first time in a while. And Drew McIntyre will return on Raw to address the WWE Universe regarding his WrestleMania decision. Is it really official? Did Drew McIntyre choose Gunther or the world title for WrestleMania? We'll find out next week. But coming up next, it's our main event, Seth Rollins and Nathan Fraser, the tag team duo, taking on the LWO, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. Oh my, live on Raw. Oh, what the? We're still live. Backstage. What? That's Big E. What the? Big E's laid out backstage. Jesus. Oh, there's Kofi and Woods. Kofi and Woods find Big E, and oh, they're just picking him up and bringing him along, and I guess they're gonna tend to Big E, hopefully. But who's behind the attack? The man just got here, for God's sakes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back live here on Raw, here in Providence, Rhode Island.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Jersey in the Channel Islands, weighing in at 182 pounds, Nathan Fraser.
Getting ready for this tag team match, as Seth Rollins and Nathan Fraser was able to get a tag team win over Imperium, and also a tag team win they were able to get, and now they're going to try to chase another tag team win. Maybe down the line, the World Tag Team Gold is in their future, but they're 1-0 as a tag team so far. Let's see how they fare against the LWO. Nathan Fraser already at ringside, and now our visionary, our revolutionary, a man who's accomplished so much here in this universe mode, the Architect, being serenaded by the WWE Universe in Seth Rollins.
From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
As Seth Rollins makes his way down the aisle, looking to assist Nathan Fraser, looking to cater to somebody else other than himself for once in his entire career. I mean, Seth Rollins, since season 1 in Universe Mode, ever since the Shield fell apart by the hands of Seth Rollins joined the Authority, went on to win the WWE title, but then got screwed by Triple H. Got screwed out of the WWE title. It took Seth Rollins a whole year to get back to the mountaintop. That was the first season for Seth Rollins, and now he's alongside his pupil in Nathan Fraser in tag team action once again, taking on the LWO, the Latino World Order. Joaquin Wilde to your left, Cruz del Toro to your right. Here we go.
At 65 pounds, Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro, the LWO.
Big opportunity for the LWO to take on Nathan Fraser and Seth Rollins. Two men that have been on to the mountaintop. Two men that have been at WrestleMania. Two men that have held championship gold in the past. While the LWO has been chasing after glory for the last couple of years. And now, they're going to use tonight as a stepping stone for them. Maybe we can see the LWO chasing after the World Tag Team Championships. We have yet to see Booker T and RVD have challengers for their tag team titles in a while. The tag team division is very slim right now, but right now, as Nathan Fraser trying to set the tone. Tag division on Raw may be a bit slim, but at the same time, it's because Booker T and RVD has beaten a lot of tag teams throughout the last couple of weeks, or the last couple of months since they won the tag gold from the War Raiders. Went for the splash with Joaquin Wilde, but Rollins got out of dodge. Kick to the midsection there. Got him here, swinging neck breaker. That's Rollins now. Just taking a gaze at the crowd, but almost cost him. That got him up on the shoulders. Oh, snake eyes. Snake eyes there by Seth. And now Rollins. Ooh. Big stomp right to the abdomen. As the former 7-time WWE Champion Seth Rollins tags in the former Cruiserweight World Champion in Nathan Fraser. And a big boot there by Rollins. The last time Seth Rollins has held tag team gold was back in 2013 with Roman Reigns. Oh, double knees. Double knees there by Joaquin Wilde, and then a splash to follow. The code breaker, and then the splash, and now Joaquin looking to follow up here. Able to connect the forearm to the face of Fraser, but a tag. Here comes Del Toro. Ooh. Running kick there by Fraser. Now, attacking the left knee. Tag is made. Here comes Rollins. Irish whip. Ooh, ripcord into the knee. Irish whip rebound into the knee. And now Rollins here. Thinking power bomb. No. I think Crew was able to counter whatever Rollins had in store. And now Crew was able to send him to the corner. As Cruz del Toro driving the forearm, driving it against the face of Rollins here. Able to launch him out with the power bomb for no. I was gonna say for the win, not even a one, or barely even a one. And Del Toro throwing caution at the win, but Rollins caught him with the knee. Did a corkscrew tornado over the top, did Cruz del Toro on the Rollins, but then Seth was able to recover. But look at this! DDT! And now Seth got him in position after the DDT into his version of a DDT. The inverted 1916 by Rollins. Thinking of a page out of his old Rivals playbook in Finn Balor. As Seth Rollins attacking that left knee, but count of 5 by the referee. Rollins sends him, or rather Cruz sending Rollins back in the ring. And now Cruz going up top. Rollins not gonna like the view. Catwalk drop kick. He risked it, did Cruz, but not Rollins. Got him in the corner. And now just wrenching on that arm under the ropes. Big forearm in the face, but Cruz able to Try to shoulder tackle perhaps, but Rollins didn't go for it. Elbow after elbow. Rollins on the hook. Face buster. Tag to Wild. Rollins got caught into the code breaker by Wild. Holy hell. And now, look at this. Joaquin trying to go for the splash, but again, Seth able to avoid disaster. Kick to the midsection, got him downstairs. Pedigree, pedigree, pedigree. Pedigree by Rollins. Is it a... Oh, no. Very quickly, Cruz right there to make the save. And now Rollins sticking, curved, stunned, and no! Cutter! Joaquin Wild able to study Rollins' pass of how to cut it the stop, and Bull couldn't get him a two. It's like Joaquin Wild was able to study the tapes of Seth, see how to counter the curb stomp, able to launch his body up, able to pop his body up to where Seth able to have no choice but to launch himself up after having his right foot onto around the neck, if not the shoulder of Joaquin Wild, and then popped him up with a cutter. And out from a top 450 splash. But it's Fraser right there to make the save. Springboard moonsault. Beautiful. Planted. Run on the money on the Rollins. But Seth got the shoulder up at 2. They're going to go for it again. But Seth. Look at the shoulder, Joaquin Wild at the well was run dry. You went to it the first time, it was good. You went to it again, it's dried up. But Joaquin Wild caught him with an inverted DDT. The NWO got some good hands in Joaquin Wild and Cruz del Toro, I'll tell you that. Future tag team champions, no doubt about it. Up the top rope, Hurricane Rana. And now got him up on his shoulders, Seth Rollins. And, oh! Tag, here comes Fraser. Tag, here comes Toro. Caught him, Bulldog. Caught him locking with the Bulldog. Is it enough to get the win over LWO? Oh no, 1 count. Cruz is busting open over there, I believe the left eye. But look at Fraser, side Russian leg sweep. Tags in his teacher, his mentor in Rollins. And now, head scissors takedown. It's Cruz del Toro. In control until they make the tag. Here comes Joaquin Wild. They're going to be the one to direct traffic in this bout. Kick to the shot to the midsection for the punch by Rollins. And now, oh! Neckbreaker takedown.
Tag is good.
You think the neckbreaker will take him down or keep him down. Joaquin showing his resiliency. Neckbreaker and then a DDT. Is that enough? Wow. All of these guys, all 4 competitors are very resilient in this tag team affair. Joaquin Wild going up top with an arm drag. As big form in the face off the arm drag, and now tag back into Cruz del Toro. Irish flip sent him off the ropes. And now look at this, tornado DDT by Fraser. And now Nathan Fraser up and over on the Toro. Count of 2. Kick to the midsection. Oh no. Nathan Fraser, what's he thinking? Oh, the Canadian Destroyer on the floor! Fraser is wearing down Cruz, especially with the busted open wound on the left eye. Count to 6. Toro's down and out. Count to 7. Count to 8. Tag to Rollins. But it's Toro that's the one on the outside. Rollins takes care of Joaquin Wild. Toro trying to get up, but it's too late. Count to 10.
Here are your winners. The team of Seth Rollins and Nathan Fraser.
A win's a win. A win via countout. Was able to get the job done for Rollins and Fraser here tonight against the LWO. What the? Hey, wait a minute! That's Kingston at once! But what? Why are they tagging Rollins and Fraser? Do they think that they attack Big E? Why? Why? Hopefully we'll know why eventually, but ladies and gentlemen, we know that Gunther is here. The World Champion will be live to address the WWE Universe regarding Drew McIntyre next. Make sure you click the subscribe button and the notification bell where you never miss a video from this channel. Live in Providence, Rhode Island, here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General, a King of the Ring winner in Gunther. Let's take it back to the Royal Rumble, where Drew McIntyre made his presence felt when he Claymore kicked Gunther right after Gunther retained the world title from Sami Zayn in the main event of the Rumble. Almost showcasing that maybe the world title may be in his sights for WrestleMania. We don't know whether McIntyre's made his decision. We heard at the Rumble McIntyre did say to give him a week. So we might hear an announcement next week. Whether it's official, whether Drew McIntyre will announce that he will face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, unless Gunther has a title defense anytime soon between now and WrestleMania. Which seems that the World Champion, not tonight, will be in action, just discussing his future plans regarding the world title.
Drew McIntyre, get your ass out here. I am not here to talk and discuss about the Rumble, especially after what you did to me.
Not wasting any time here.
I demolished Sami Zayn, like I knew I would, and like I said I would. Then you, Drew, had the gall to kick me in the face and ruin my championship celebration? Drew,
made a statement.
One way or another, I will get you. Choose me for WrestleMania, so I can drop you on the...
Oh, wait a minute! Here comes the Raw General Manager, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while.
It is.
Now,
It has
Gunther,
been.
I'm out here because I got some news to share, and since I couldn't reach you on the phone and I tried emailing you, you're a hard guy to track. If it isn't obvious, Drew McIntyre is coming for that World Heavyweight Championship. So at WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre will face Raw's World Champion.
Oh, wow.
Shawn, cut the crap! He's facing me in the main event of WrestleMania!
You see, Gunther, that's why I'm really out here. I have spoken with Hunter about this decision, and since Drew McIntyre told me that he doesn't care who's the world champion by WrestleMania, that gives me an idea for the Elimination Chamber. This is your biggest test as world champion. So, at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event, it will be Gunther going one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship, and the winner is guaranteed to meet Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania.
Who?
Big Bronson Reed.
Oh my God! Gunther! Reed! Oh, there he is! Big Bronson Reed is next in line for the World Heavyweight Championship! The undefeated Bronson Reed meeting the World Heavyweight Champion! Could we see a new world champion before WrestleMania? We'll find out at the Chamber. Good night, everybody. Tune in to next week on Raw.
Let's go!